Are daily quests bad for the community of Blade and Soul? Now, this is something that I've been noticing worse and worse happening for the past couple of weeks as I've been playing pretty casually, but every time I run dungeons, I notice that there's a big incentive to rush as soon as possible. Now, this has always been pretty prevalent in the game, but I feel like it's been getting worse. So what I'll notice is what happens is that people will be rushing the content as fast as possible. You get into the dungeon and everyone's just like, go, 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 go as fast as possible, trying to get it done as quickly as possible for that daily quest gold or maybe for their daily challenge. And I had a really good example of today when I did Brood Chamber. Basically, there was two guys kind of lagging behind. They were maybe a slower computer, maybe their dog took a crap on the floor, they had to clean it up. You know, we're just giving them a little bit of time. We're waiting at the boss. Both of them are coming. They're almost there. And then someone starts the fight and kills both of them in the fire. And so they couldn't wait 10 seconds, right? But the fight ended up taking like an extra minute or two because we didn't have the Blackwing buff and we didn't have the other player which had good gear. And the crazy thing is the fight actually would have been way quicker if they could have just waited 10 more seconds. But this is kind of the nature of Blade and Soul now, where the community is always rushing, because I think this really stems from the daily quest system where a lot of people are really not enjoying the content. They're just running it to get the rewards. Like, who really enjoys doing Sandstorm Temple for the millionth time in their life? They're doing it because it's part of the daily challenge. It's to get a better reward at the end of the day. They're trying to do it for the daily gold. So in reality, they're not really enjoying the dungeon run. They're just trying to do it as quickly as possible. So it really makes a bad negative impact on running dungeons in F8 or just really in general with other players, because everyone is rushing as fast as possible. And another reason why I feel like this hurts the community is you'll see that there's really heavy AP requirements for certain content that really doesn't need it. Like, for example, in the weekly challenge, I'll see people advertise for GC9 or even Thornbreaker Stage 3, which is totally ridiculous. That content in the weekly challenge is just totally brain dead and easy. It's super easy to do. You don't need that high of a DPS like Thornbreaker weapon. But the reason why people make those requirements so high is because they're trying to do that content as fast as freaking possible. They don't actually enjoy doing the weekly challenge. They don't enjoy doing those raids because they've done that a million times. They're just trying to get the weekly challenge rewards. So I feel like this is kind of a big flaw of Blade and Soul, because you have this negative impact on the community where everyone's rushing the dungeon as fast as possible. No one's speaking to each other, which is a whole nother issue, except when they're like calling you names or something. And then you have people just asking for these crazy high AP requirements, which shuts out all the new and returning players from enjoying the content. Now, I'm not saying you're supposed to take someone who has like Raven 3 weapon to your Hangar Zero run or anything, but just be reasonable. So as I said, it is something that's always been a part of the game. I've noticed it forever, but over the past couple weeks, I feel like, or even past couple months, it's been getting worse. Like, it's just like really bad, where every dungeon run I do, it's just full on people rushing to the end, no one waiting for anyone, killing each other in the fire, flaming each other for making them wait 20 seconds. Like, it just doesn't really make sense to me. But I feel like that's a really big flaw of Blade and Soul with this whole daily quest nature, where the whole game's content is doing daily quests and weekly challenges and weekly quests. Nothing in the game is really meant to do over and over, except maybe if you're doing a multi-run, but most of the content you just do a daily of it one time per day and you get your rewards and you log out. It's just interesting how the entire system, how Blade and Soul is designed, actually can be a negative impact on the community of the game. Also, maybe you guys disagree and you feel like it's only the player's fault. I mean, I'd love to see what you guys think about this in the comments below. I've just been experiencing this a lot lately with just running my dungeons every day. And so I want to share my thoughts. Appreciate you guys a lot. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And leave those comments below. Let's talk about this.